Hi guys, welcome back to Beamer's Home Garage. We got the enclosed trailer and it was a huge endeavor. We got the enclosed trailer out here and got the welder out here so we could weld this brace back on. And we moved it with the quad from its grave right there, and the quad was up on the hill, so we got more grass to cut now. We pushed the blaster back, the racing quad, and then we hooked it up and got it over here. Now this has got a 2-inch trailer ball on the quad, and the trailer is 1.7 inches, so it quite don't want to hook up. Matter of fact, I don't want to stay on there. So, but we got it up, we got it on there, we got it over here. It was a pain in the butt, but we made it. And then we took the welder off of the other cart. You know, we don't have anybody here, doing stuff for us. We don't have like Hot Rod Garage and people, running the camera and people doing all the work for us. We got to shoot the thing as you see it. We don't edit it. You see it live as it is made. So we opened the garage up. We pulled out the welder off the big cart my son bought me last year. We unhooked everything, carried each part out to the old cart, the original cart. That's a new cart my son bought me. I just love that cart. And we could turn the lights off in the garage now, save power. Because we don't even need the, we got a separate cord that runs, this orange one here, that runs with the blue one. And it goes in and it's plugged into a wall outlet that's hot all the time. So we don't have to, turn the electric on in the garage to power the welder. It does have probably like a 10 amp or a 20 amp breaker. It's on probably 20 amp breaker. And we want to show some of this stuff. When we first moved in here, there's a picture here on the wall of this man's daughter with a baby deer. And there's another picture of this man that owned this house before us, Timmy Strong. He owned this house. And it was him and his kids would come over and spend time with him. He was separated from his wife at the time. Got back with her, and then he moved back in. And here's some more pictures of the deers. And it was all done right here. There's another picture of him and his daughter with a deer. Might be another picture there. That's him. That's the guy we bought the house from. That's Timmy Strong in his underwear on the property. And you're going to laugh, but I find myself sometimes out here on the property in my underwear, in my whitey tighties. That's Timmy Strong. That's the guy we bought the house from. He's really a neat guy. And there's some other pictures of his baby here. And this was his garage. There's a picture of his Oldsmobile he was working on right there. He had a Chevy motor in it, I think. Maybe, yeah, Chevy motor looks like. But he was really good with carburetors. And that's my Virgo, Spirit of Virgo. Critical craftsman. That's me. That's you look up what Virgo means and you'll find out all about Virgo. But that's just some of the history of the house. This is where the house came from. This guy owned it right here. Timmy Strong. There he is in his underwear, everybody. For you under 18, you might want to turn your head. He's in his underwear. Well, he was a pretty cool guy. He really was cool to us. We liked Timmy Strong. We appreciate everything he did for us. Working with my family. My mom and dad bought this great house that I just love so much. I live here and I'll die here. I have no, reason to go anywhere else. This house is bought and paid for. The garage, all the property out there, the running creek, the wildlife, everything that's here is just something I really enjoy here. I love it here. I would like to get another place. But I want to keep this one. I'm not going to, sell this property here. I'm not ever going to get rid of this property. Like I said, I'm going to probably die here. That's my plan anyways. I'm going to live here until I die. Then my son will just, I don't know, he'll just have to dig a hole and bury me. Yeah. I don't know what my boy's going to do. I won't be here. I don't want to, because I don't want to check out that mini bike getting a wheelie. I set it up on a jack. And it's plugged in, of course, as always keep it plugged in. We got to still replace a couple little wire terminals, wire ends on and off switch. And I don't know how long this film's going to run today. We don't have a lot of, data on this phone, so it's probably going to cut out. If it does, I apologize, but that'll be the end of the film, you know, that'll be the end of the video when it quits. I was supposed to go to my friend Grove Street's house and work on his truck. That'll be tomorrow. I was planning on doing it tonight, but I realized I didn't have one phone was completely out of data. There's so many films, or so many videos I made that the phone is just, you can't make any more videos. So I'm going to have to get my son over here tonight. He comes in tonight, and he's going to hopefully get Dad all fixed up and ready to go on that. We got our wire wheel tool out here because we're going to have to do a little cleaning on that bracket. This bracket here pulled away from the frame, so I'm going to try to jack it up and then weld it. That's the plan. So I'm going to try to keep you with me as long as I can, everybody. So I got my apparatus out here to help too. So. Give me some more cord. Need some more cord for the wire wheel. We already got it hooked to the welder, and we checked to see if it powered up. Yeah. If you guys don't have a welder, I'd highly recommend a Miller. This is the magnetic 135. Miller-matic. I call it magnetic. It's Miller-matic. I'd highly recommend a Miller. This is a little 110, but it's a bigger 110. They sell a 140, I think that's even bigger. But we really like this little one. My great friend Rondo, the famous Rondo, Ronnie Caldwell, my buddy Rondo, the dough man. Him and I went half on this, and we had $1,000 in this welder. Time we bought the welder and the cart and the tank, it was $1,000. So we split it 500 apiece. We bought the welder, and then I bought him out later, and now it's my welder. I own the welder. My welder. Then my son had it completely overhauled here a couple years ago when I plugged it into an outlet that was supposed to be 110. It had a 110 receptacle, and it was 220. And when I hooked it up, man, that welder was welding like a son of a bitch, guys. And then all of a sudden, boom, it blew apart. Smoke started roaring out of the back of the welder. And the guy had put a 110 socket into a 220 electric. So, yeah, I knew it was 220. I told him, oh, no, he said, that's 110. And he believed somebody. Don't believe people, you know. Go by your own, you know, seat of your pants. And, you know, don't trust people, because they'll end up getting you hurt, getting you killed, you know, or ruining a $1,000 welder. It ended up costing, oh God, I had a new power MIG lead put on it, and ground put on it, and a new fan. They rebuilt, put a rectifier or whatever inside it. They rebuilt the whole thing. It ended up being probably as much as what a new welder would cost. So we just had it rebuilt instead of, you know, trying to, you know, buy a new one, you know. So here you go. We're going to put you on the apparatus, and hopefully you'll stay. I got you high up, and I should have kept you low like my buddy Robbie told me to. He said, I'll put them low, beam. And so I got you high. And I don't know why I did that. After my buddy said, put them low, and I didn't want you around my belly. This apparatus goes around my neck, and then I can adjust it as far as level, as far as how high I want it to ride on my chest. And so I adjusted it really high. So we're going to try to turn it. So you're going to see what we're doing. That looks pretty good. Yeah, looks real good. Let's see if we can get a pump on it. Yeah, that's as far as we're going to go with it. Need to get some weight in there or something. I have to push up on it or something while I'm doing that. And I don't like that cap, but it is what it is, people. So we're going to try to weld it. A lot of people don't think we have equipment here to do this kind of work, but let me tell you, I've been doing this for 40 plus years. I was a school bus mechanic. I maintained a fleet of school buses, about 82 school buses. I can fix anything. And if I can't fix it, then I got friends that can help me fix it. So I'll get it fixed. I mean, that's all there's to it. There's, no ifs, ands, or buts around it or about it. If I got my mind and hankering of sick wanting something fixed, it's going to get fixed. That's all there's to it. Turn on the welder. You got to turn on the gas. You got to have argon, which we got it. Luckily, we still got some argon. Sure wish I had my son here. I'd have him stand in this box. That would give me some weight on the box. So we got a tarp out here so we're not laying with the bugs. And we're gonna lay back down here and turn you sideways with us so you get to catch the flash burn that I'm gonna get. There we go. We need to turn the welder up. Get it up so you guys can see. There we go. And that's it, guys. Let's see what the weld looks like. Yeah, some places penetrated, some places maybe not so much. But it's just a brace, and so I wanted to weld that back up because I got this for sale, and someone's going to buy it. And first thing they're going to do is they're going to come and look at it, and they see one of the trailing braces just, you know, on the ground, and that's embarrassing. You know, I don't like to be embarrassed. So, but yeah, we got it over here and put some weld on it. And we wanted to show you guys, you know, we are mechanics here. Between my son and me, I feel that we are some of the, you know, best between my son and me, we're some of the most skilled people on the planet. We can do anything. We can weld, you know. We can run a chalk line, you know. You can't, you know, country boys can't, you know, can't survive, you know. You can't stop me. I'm just going to continue doing what I do, you know. And it's anything I want, you know. If I want to work on a Roadrunner, if I want to work on a trailer, if I want to work on a quad, if I want to work on a Mustang, a tow truck, I'll work on whatever I want, when I want, how I want, and where I want, you know, and I'll do it. And there you guys go. You know, as I said, you know, we do all our own work. We do, you know, our own videos. We don't have anybody coming in and, you know, shooting it, sugarcoating it, you know. If something breaks, it happens, you know. You'll see it as it happens. It's not going to be edited and, you know, reversed and redone. So it looks like, hey, you know, these guys are winners, you know. We lose too, you know. We win more than we lose, but we do lose sometimes. So there you guys go. Welding 101. Now what you do is, we're going to clean that right there. And we're going to run another bead, but we won't bore you with that. We'll do that off camera. Well, what you do is you let the weld cool naturally, so that it'll stick, you know. And if you drop it down or throw, you know, water on it, you're going to shock it. You're going to probably distort the weld, and probably it's not going to hold. So you want it to cool naturally. I found that out about welding. So you grind it with a, you know, with a wheel or a grinder. Clean off the two surfaces that you're going to mate together. You know, you hook your ground up. I had to put a little tack on the ground because it wouldn't get a connection. And then you just weld the two pieces of metal together. You know, you basically you're taking the MIG welder, the wire, and you're basically melting, you know, trying to melt two pieces of metal, you know, and you get them together as close as you can. Of course, I had a little gap, but get as close as you can, and you just, you know, lay a bead, you know, right down in the, you know, where those two pieces of metal, and you fuse them together. And that's how you do it, guys. Welding 101. Check out our friends Actions Auto Parts, our buddies Jamie Phillips. Check out my buddy, the Bald Guy. Check his channel out, guys. Also, Scott Speed Shop. Check out him. And Auto Salvage Outlaws. And we appreciate Grove Street OG, my buddy Robbie. I love my buddy. We'll see us tomorrow at his house doing a video there on the No Name Nationals 2001 GMC 1500 Z71 package. We'll be working on that. We put fuel lines on it, so we're going to finish that up tomorrow. And we're not going to finish it up, but we're going to do some more work on it. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye. 2000 model Ranger. I think it's 2001. Ford Honda Ranger. I'm going to say a 2000 model Ford Honda Ranger. No, it's a Honda. It's a Honda Rancher, not a Ranger. It's a Honda Rancher, guys. 350cc, two-wheel drive. Just love this quad. My son bought it for me. Paid, what did he get for that? 17, I think. I think he paid $1,700 for it, at the dealership. Bought it from a Honda dealer, so it was a used one. But we love this. We love this quad. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.